And we're supposed to be live. Let's go. Hi guys, my name is Ivaldi Sako and I'm your host on this podcast. Here we're going to be talking about specifically here on how to really enjoy your life and create the life that you want, how journaling can help you succeed and beat your competition, how I lost my discipline, the mistake I did and how you can prevent yourself from doing them. And we'll also talk about AI, Chat GPT, how it scared me, and so I had to think a lot to be able to find some solutions, and I think nobody talked about this, and I hope to help you make a lot of money with it. So, if you don't know me, my name is Ivaldi Sako. I'm an ex-personal trainer. I trained a guy that was making $300K a month, and he told me, hey, want to do business with me? I said, why not? And so I went on doing business with him, and he teach me a lot how to do business. I learned a lot. Then I went on to doing my own business, and I failed a lot. I learned a lot, and I document here my journey to help you also succeed and become free. Building a multi-million-dollar business from scratch is not easy. I hope that I help you suffer less along the way, because this is my mission, right? This is just, what am I gonna do other than that, right? I'm gonna help people suffer less. That's why I became a personal trainer, and that's why I created this podcast. So let's get into it. How to really enjoy your life and create the life that you want. The reason why I had this idea to talk about this is because I was reading the 5 a.m. Club, and he made me remember something that I had forgotten. And this is the most important thing. Like, my podcast and my videos are mostly, like, the value is mostly in that, and not necessarily in teaching you new things. Like, this is not the goal. The goal is for you to remember things and being able to apply them into your life. That's the goal. And so this book did just that with me, and it made me remember the fact that your life just equals your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, and actions. Like, this is, like, I think, the only things that really truly matter. Like, the core things, these are that. And so if you can master these, well, I think you can have a pretty great life. And it's hard. I've tried to master my thoughts. I think I have ADHD. It's really hard. Like, sometimes you have some thoughts that pop in your head, right? And it's pretty hard to master. But the way I do it is just that I have those habits. I meditate, I journal, and so those things make me be able to be more aware of my thoughts. So it really helps a lot. Also, of course, being healthy, mentally and physically, really helps. Sleeping well, eating well, exercising, doing some kind of cardio, making the heart beat, right? I'm not a personal trainer for nothing. It really actually serves you to do this. And because your thoughts are going to be creating in your mind emotions. And emotions really dictate how you feel. Like, if you feel great, if you feel like happy, you enjoy your life, it's because you have good emotions. If you don't have good emotions, this is not a great life, right? The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your emotions, I think. I got this from Ed Mylett. I used to watch a lot Ed Mylett. I think it's a really great podcast. If you, I think it's Max Out or something like this. A really great podcast. Way better than this one for now, I think. But I still think that the value that I transmit to you is kind of, similar. It just, it helps you in another way because I'm actually in the trenches, right? I'm in the middle of the things I go through so that I can help you, more precisely, right? People like Ed Mylett are really, like, at the end goal. And so sometimes they just miss the little things, the little precise things here and there. Anyway, so your emotions are dictated by your thoughts. So if you can control your thoughts, if you can have thoughts of gratitude, you feel gratitude. You feel like good. You feel like you're enough, right? If you tell yourself and you're speaking, you have a second voice in your mind that tells you you're not good enough, I have this one a lot, to be honest with you. You're not good enough. You're just you failed again. Oh my, like this is you're never gonna make it, right? Those thoughts, you gotta eliminate them. And first of all, to be able to eliminate them, you need to be aware. Be aware, journaling and meditation, pretty great tools. And just having this in the back of your mind along the way, along your days, really helps too, because you're gonna catch yourself. Have those thoughts. You're gonna catch yourself. Okay, I thought this right now. Oh, when you go to the toilet, you feel like, oh my god, this is another day. I don't feel good. You have some patterns of thoughts that come back, and you repeat them again and again. And this is not really the best thing ever, because if you continue that, you continue to have bad emotions. You continue to feel bad. If you feel bad, it's not cool. Well, but you can change this. You can change into great thoughts. And instead of thinking, I'm not good enough, I didn't succeed, you change the meaning of that. And you tell yourself, all right, it's not a problem. I can make that better next time. That's a better thought to have. So changing your thoughts in this way in each of the areas that you have in your life. Sometimes you have some thoughts that you think are not good for you to think. Change them. Be aware of them. Write them down. And it will really help you out. Also, there are your beliefs too. Your beliefs are the way you view the outer world, right? Your beliefs about, you can have beliefs about yourself and belief about the outer world. But I'm really talking about the beliefs of, what you believe about the world. Actually, no. Your beliefs, any beliefs that you have, dictate your world, dictate what you think about yourself, dictate what you think you can do, dictate the way you perceive the world. If you perceive the world as something bad, as something dangerous, which it is, but something that does not want the best for you, something that just is conspiring against you, you are going to attract, I'm putting just commas here. No, I don't know how this is called. We call this guillemets in French. By the way, I'm French. This is why I'm having a little bit of struggle finding my words sometimes. So you have your beliefs about the world. If you believe that you can achieve a certain level of success, you're going to be limited by this, right? If you believe that you can achieve anything, this belief really serves you, right? Even if it's not necessarily true, if you really believe that you can do anything, it serves you much more than believing that you cannot do anything. It's a limited mindset, right? Then there are your actions dictated by your beliefs. If you believe something, you're going to act in a certain way. And your actions, you can take them. For example, I had a lot of struggle making decisions, and because of this trouble making decisions, I couldn't take massive actions because I believed that what I was going to take as actions were not going to actually result in the result that I wanted. But if I believed really truly that I could do it, the decision was the right one, and that it was actually going to be fruitful, I was going to take a lot of actions. I was going to take fast, massive actions. And this is where you want to be most of your time. You want to be just all in, fast, massive actions. This really helps you out the most. And this is dictated by your beliefs. So you want to catch the beliefs that you have. Ask yourself, okay, what do I believe to be true? What do I believe to not be true? And the only way I found for me that I was able to catch the beliefs that I had that were wrong was by asking myself the question why a lot of times, because you can really derive a lot of data from your actions. Because what you do on a daily basis, for example, you have an addiction, right, to something, which you have an addiction to something, right, and you act in a certain way because of a reason. Like in the moment, you might not totally understand the reason, the true deep reason. This is why you need to journal and ask yourself, externalizing your thoughts. Okay, why did I do this? Why do I feel the need to act this way in this circumstance? Why? And so when you do this, you end up, okay, because I believe if I didn't do this, I will feel bad. Because you believe something that is wrong. Either you have a fear, either you have a belief that is wrong, or I think this is most of the things. Or you have lack of skill, right? Or you have a certain problem that you need to fix. And this is the only way I found for me to catch the beliefs that I'm unaware that I have. But there are some beliefs that you are aware that you have, and maybe you can question these too. And oftentimes it's the beliefs that you think least to question that are your true beliefs. So it's going to be hard to question them unless you do go and find deep answers to your behavior. Because behavior just dictates a lot of what's internal to you. So yeah, mixing those things, controlling your thoughts, then controlling basically your emotions that you can have on a daily basis, and maximizing the good, positive emotions that you have, and decreasing at maximum the amount of bad, negative emotions. And I like the concept of Alex Hormozy that says, you just don't label emotions as good or bad. You just, okay, these are emotions. Okay, I feel sad. It's not good. It's not bad. It just is, right? I think there's a lot of value in this. But at the same time, you kind of want to feel less one than the other, right? So you might as well try to, maximize the good emotions while not necessarily caring if you have, those sad, anger, and things of this way, of this nature. And you want to question your beliefs, because if you have great beliefs, you're going to have, like your outer world, the outer world of yours is a reflection of the inner world. And your inner world is a reflection of your beliefs. What you believe to be true and your identity. And when you change that, your action often change much easier. And if you change your actions much easier, you're going to take more of them. You're going to achieve more. So I hope this serves you. And right now I want to get into, I think, journaling. Because I talked about this right now. Journaling can help you succeed and beat your competition. Why do I say that? Well, it's because I journaled and I have competition in my business. I don't know how to explain that in a proper way, but it's pretty much externalizing your thoughts. When you externalize your thoughts, you can have a bird's eye view of what's happening, and you can have a better strategy. Because you can have a better strategy, you can out-strategize them and pass through your competition. Now, I don't think it's a great idea to focus too much on competition and just like try to increase so much the value of what you offer that your competition becomes irrelevant. I think is a great strategy. But at the beginning, it's really useful to see what your competition is doing. But at the same time, you gotta be aware to not let it discourage you, because sometimes your competition is way ahead of you. And this is why taking an eye bird view, like journaling, and externalizing your thoughts on what's happening, on what you're thinking, or what your competition is doing, what they are not doing, what you could do better, what you could do different, what your audience needs, what your target customer needs, and what are they not doing. What are the complaints of their customers, right? All those things you can find, things that are missing. You can find some path and go toward that path in the best way to out-strategize them. And you can sometimes there's a few things that you can do and that are not, you cannot see them immediately, those things, and they just pop up in your mind when you externalize your thoughts. Like, this is that important. Like, really, when you think more logically, you have less emotions, you are less involved somehow in the process, you feel more like you are like a stoic guy watching what's happening. Okay, what's happening? Okay, there's this, there's that, completely logical. I see that we should do this. And people used to do this a lot, before, because they didn't have, distractions a lot. When you stop distracting yourself, you can find solutions to your problems much easier. And you have way more free time, so it's just like you can outwork also your competition, because sometimes your competition, you might feel like they are doing a lot, when sometimes they're just being distracted. And you can outwork them, out-strategize them. These words I took from Patrick Bet-David, right? I just didn't make them up. Outwork them, out-strategize them, outsmart them, make more decisions and better decisions than them by doing this. It just it really helps to externalize this, and it also helps you in your life. Like, you can also have, take a higher view of yourself, because the way I see it is that to make more money in your business, in your projects, in your career, you got to see, okay, what are the levers that you can pull in your business? So there are marketing, outreach, sales, different things, customer service, a lot of things that you can change, a lot of levers that you can pull. You got to focus on the most important ones. And the most important one, the one that is the one thing that changes the most, it makes you the most amount of progress and gets you the most amount of results possible in your business, is yourself. It's your mind. It's your body as well. It's your health. It's your ability to produce. So there's your business and yourself, creating that business, leading, thinking. If you are not in great shape, physically, mentally, you'll not be able to produce as much in business. And so it's really, really important that you take care of your health, and that you also see, and in a high level, what are the areas in your life that are missing something in. You don't have a perfect health, you don't work out too much, you eat too many bad things, and oftentimes solving your personal problems first, it's a way better strategy, it's a way better move than solving your business problems or trying to go in business while you have a lot of personal problems. Don't do this. If you have a lot of personal problems, solve these first. And then you can actually make a business out of it. You can actually make a business and telling people how you solved your personal problems. And it's really, really useful, because when you do this, you are not only freeing yourself from those problems and not having them on your mind anymore, and having more, room and space in your head to be able to work and be more focused and do more, like better things, and focus like on the things that matter in your business, for example. And not only that, you can just actually help people, podcasting, solving people's problems like this for free, just to make the world a better place, maybe. So yeah, I think this is a really great way. Journaling, it just like, it's a habit that I've been doing for the last, I journaled for the last 3 or 4 years, and I've stopped for about 6 months because I injured my hands. And when I stopped, I really noticed the difference. Like, I'm making almost no progress when I'm not journaling. Like, I can't, like, maybe it's because I can't think really clearly, naturally. Maybe it's me. But I think most people are like this, especially right now when we are distracted like we are. When you journal, you can think really clearly and find solutions like really easily to your problems. Like, you might think, okay, I'm stuck right now, I don't know what to do. Journal. You will tell yourself what to do, basically on your phone, on your paper. Like, it really helps that much. This is why I'm starting to do it again. I don't do it every single day, but I do it most days. Especially when I have problems and decisions and too many things on my mind, I just liberate them so that I have like more room in my head. And also, while I journaled, I realized, well, I didn't need to journal to realize this, but I lost my discipline. I'm ashamed to film this podcast today. I'm really ashamed because I'm gonna tell you why just after that. So I was really disciplined. 2 weeks ago, I started waking up at 5 a.m. I think I talked about it in the last video, in the last podcast. And I stopped a small bit by bit. And it was all just, I started thinking, okay, I need more, like, I need to finish my sleep cycle. So I'm going to wake up at 5:15. That's not a problem, just 5:15. All right, I'm sleeping, I had a lot of work, right? So I'm sleeping a little bit later right now. I went and woke up at 5:30 a.m. And you know what? 5 days later, I was waking up at 6. And I found that normal, right? Like, my standard at one point was like, I'm not waking up any time later than 5:15 max. I started waking up at 6. 6:30. Then came Christmas, I think, and I woke up at 9. Wow. Okay, I'm going to get back up. I woke up at 8. I woke up at 7. And then I just woke up at 8, 8:30, 7 sometimes, and it was just a mess. And today, 2 weeks later, I was waking up at 5 a.m. for a long time. And now, today I woke up at 10:30 a.m. Like, it might not seem like a big deal to you, but to me it really is. Like, it's been almost a year I haven't woke up that late. It was maybe because I was at a party or something. Like, it really, like, it's a big deal to me. And it all started because I just was letting myself some room. I was like, no, why not? It's not a problem to wake up 15 minutes later, right? I eased the consequences of my actions, of my lack of discipline. I eased it. I was like, okay, it's not a problem. If I mess up a little bit, I'm going to wake up at 5:15. What do you know? I didn't suffer the consequence of not having slept early enough, not getting to bed early enough. I didn't suffer the consequences, so I kept doing it. I was letting myself room to just, mess up. What if I instead chose to not let any slack whatsoever? I was going to wake up at 5 a.m. no matter what. If I slept 4 hours, too bad, dude. You should have known better, right? And I would have learned it was not the right thing to do. And I would have stopped doing it. And next morning, I was going to wake up at 5. So yeah, don't let yourself any slack. When you want to be disciplined, keep your discipline. It's really important. Don't accept anything less than the standard you want to have. You need to become, okay, right now I'm not accepting anything less than that, right? This is the bare minimum. I can't go any lower. It's not me. I don't do this kind of thing, right? That's how you need to go about it. Then, the reason why I woke up today at 10:30 was because yesterday, or the day before, I was already thinking of making a video about Chat GPT, because I was like, okay, this is a trend, this is making a lot of views, I want to get on that, and I think I can have some pretty good thoughts on it that will help people. And I stumbled upon Alex Hormoz's video on Chat GPT and how AI will change the world. And it scared me. I was oh crap. I'm in trouble. Not only I am in trouble, but the world is in trouble. How? Okay. That's a problem. And so I was like, okay, I need to find a solution. I can't sleep like this. Whoa. And so I was like, okay, how good is it really? Like I knew about it, Chat GPT, for a long time. I was like, it's a waste of time to go check it out, and just like, it can't be that good. I went on, and it blew my mind. And I got excitement, and I was scared at the same time. And I think most people felt this. Like, oh crap. How can you do this? I couldn't even do this. Like, you're thinking better than me, faster and like better, and you have more database, and it's insane. And I was like, okay, I'm going to check it out. Now I got addicted. I got addicted to Chat GPT. I was talking to Chat GPT for 2 hours straight. And at one point, the bot, the Chat GPT assistant, I think this is how it's called, because I got to know Chat GPT because of how surprised I was. I talked with it a lot, and I was blocked. Like I sent too many questions in an hour, so I couldn't speak more with ChatGPT. I was like, okay, I need to stop now, right now. Well, I have to stop. But yeah, what was the thing I wanted to say about this? Yeah, so it was insane, like really insane. ChatGPT and AI is a really great danger, I believe, for our freedom, because this will make humans basically useless. Like most of humans, basically useless. And when we become mostly useless, they have planned to create a universal basic income. I think this is how they called it. And when this happens, guess what? The government can take just control of our lives. And the reason why I want to be rich, the reason why I want to make millions, billions, well, I don't know about billions, but, it's because I want to be free. It's because I want this freedom, this ability to not be controlled by anybody else, this ability to do whatever I want, whenever I want to. And so I saw that disappearing. I saw that possibility going away. And this scared me. it's really like, I feel like this is really bad. Even though I understand this is technological advancement, this is really helpful, but I'd rather not be helped like this than having my freedom taken away from me, and most people's freedom taken away from them. So I was like, okay, I need to find a solution. So what's the solution, Ivaldi? What do you think about it? Well, I think the people at the end that will have the possibility to remain free will be the people that have access to AI. Because mind you, right now it's free. Chat GPT is free. The other type of AI are not. But it will not be soon, I think. Maybe by the time the podcast is out, it will be like, it will have some kind of paid model, right? And mind you, this is GPT-3, I think. And I've heard someone say on a podcast in France that he knew people that worked there at OpenAI. By the way, if you don't know, OpenAI was founded by, partially, like co-founded by Elon Musk. Like, I didn't know that. Anyway, he told me that right now Chat GPT is working like this on a 100,000 point basis, like some data point, I think. So like, there's 100,000 places that it can go and look for information, I think. This is why it's that good. And GPT-4 that they are working on right now, it's not public yet, has, I think, he said that it will have 3 billion data points. I was like, okay. Woo! How like, we're gonna be useless really faster than I thought. And it's gonna be really useful for people to make more money faster and in an easy way. But in the long term, it's going to be like, I'm scared. I don't know. I hope it's not going to be too devastating for, like, at the end of the day, like, either way, the economy will change a lot with it. And everybody's job is going to change with it. And those who will be able to adapt will be able to maybe survive, and those that don't will not. Like, they will be fired from their job, be useless, and have this universal basic income for sure. That, if we get to that point, which I hope not. But a way to not be trapped because of AI is to be one of those people that own AI. I was like, okay, I'm going to create my own AI. I know this is like way easier said than done, but you can, invest also in AI, because this is for sure going to be, I really think it's going to be something crazy. You can also become a master of AI, because at the end of the day, it's a machine, and hopefully machine won't run themselves. They will not run us. And so we are going to be able to dictate what machines do. Hopefully. I think it's going to happen this way. It might mess up somewhere. I hope not. But if let's be optimistic, and we are the one in control of AI in the future. Even in the close future, like you are for sure going to need people to make sure AI functions properly. Right now, Chat GPT, you could just have some people that know really well how to use it. And if you learn how to use it, if you get used to its language and how it works, and be able to have way more results with it than anybody else, you're going to thrive. You're going to be able to be more productive with it, of course, but you will also be able to teach other people how to do it. You're going to be able to do business better with it, You're going to be able to optimize processes, customer services, sales, marketing, copywriting, a lot of things, social media. A lot of things can be optimized with it. Like, I asked it one thing that was like really surprising. Last night I was doing this. I was asking it, okay, what are the SOPs that I need for my business? What are all the SOPs that I need in my business? SOPs, if you don't know what it means, I think, systematic operation procedures. It's like some list of things that you need to do a particular action, right? To have this kind of result, you want to go through all those actions. This is how I understand it. And so it gave me a list. It gave me, okay, you need an SOP for marketing, and this is the kind of SOP that you need. This is the kind of SOP that you need for outreach. Okay, there's this kind of SOP that you need also for customer success. And it gave me all the SOPs that I needed, or maybe most of them. I was blown away. And so I was like, give me, like, okay, write them down. Write all the SOPs down. Create them. And it created them. It made all the steps. And there's some of them, it was even better than mine. I was like, whoa. And I put some time into it. I put some time and thought into it. Now, I'm not the best business owner. I'm not the best marketer or anything like this. I'm not the best at all. But like, still, it made it so fast. It was really insane. I'm still blown away. Like, it's scary how good it is and what you can do with it. But if you know how to really get the best results with it, you're going to get far ahead the competition. And the businesses that will strive the most will be the one that can, use this technology instead of use more people. You can systematize processes with it. You can do way too many things with it. It's scary. Anyway, if you like this podcast, like it, share it, subscribe on my YouTube channel if you liked the video, if you liked the podcast. Appreciate you. Bye. See you on another podcast maybe.